I find that running the race that seems best for me is the way to go. If somebody else sprints from the start and they think they're going to hold that, then so be it.
Last year I felt more prepared than this year, but I'd never run one last year. There's like a comfort in the unknown.
When I go out and race, for example, the White River 50-mile race this year, you know, I first approach it as just a race against myself, or with myself and with the trail. And that's really the primary thing.
I did White River for the first time, and actually my only time, 3 years ago. And since moving to Seattle and to the Puget Sound area, you know, the Cascades are basically my home now, and the race is kind of special in that, you know, it's right in the backyard. It's an incredible course. You've got, you know, basically 44 miles of single track trail, and that's something that you don't get to experience a lot in races where, you know, almost all of the course is on single track trails. So it's special in that regards, and you know, the course is pretty relentless in the climbs, and for me, I love big climbs and I love long descents, and it brings together a great group of people.
I guess it's a little bit of a meditation, but like in the White River race, I'll take a few glimpses at Mount Rainier if it's clear, which I did. And
I think the real reason is being out on the trails. There's something about having that connection with nature and running on dirt that you don't get on roads. And you know, it's extremely satisfying. It also brings you, you know, appreciation for, you know, these wild places that we have and protecting them. That's, I feel, is very important in terms of, you know, what I'm doing as a person too. If I can get more people excited about being out in nature and experiencing these areas and these trails, the more awareness we have for, you know, keeping them sacred and keeping them wild.
You guys are looking good. Nice work. Doing great. There you go, Ann.
Thank you.
Great. Pretty enough out here for you?
Yes.
Good. There you go, Petra.
There's just the self-satisfaction of being able to do these things. I mean, to be able to run 50 miles, I'm thankful when I wake up in the morning that I can move that much. You know, a lot of people aren't able to. I mean, the thought of walking a block blows their mind, or driving 100 miles blows their mind. running ultras is, and a lot of people will say this, is you come into an aid station and your mind's just going. You need fill your water bottles, you want to change your shirt, you want Advil, and you better eat some fruit or something. You get to the aid station and you see your crew, or you see the aid station head person, and you stop and everything goes blank and you have no clue what it was. You had this whole list, you knew there was 5 things you had to do, but they've all disappeared. That's the weirdest thing, is when you're moving, your mind keeps going, but then you stop and what do I do?
Yeah, you don't have to. I'll do it. Yeah, thank you.
Ultra running really focuses my mind, and just sort of, it's a real purifying activity. In some ways it's very cathartic.